All right, what's going on, football fans unite? How's everybody doing? We finna get this show started, and we're gonna talk some NFL ball. Um, we're definitely gonna talk and see who did well this week and who did not. There were definitely some teams that stepped up and did some good, but there are also some teams that struggled badly, and we're gonna definitely talk about that. And we're also going to give out who were my fave five, who were my fave five ballers of the week, and there are definitely some guys that definitely deserve some love. So we're definitely going to get into that and get everything started in less than 30 seconds.
Good evening, Titan Nation. How is everybody?
What's going on, football fans? Welcome in to the Truth League Report. We're going to talk about week 3 in football. I'm your man, Chris, a.k.a. Blue Enforcer, a.k.a. The Truth. I want to welcome everybody in here. This is a show for all football fans, not just, of course, I am a Tennessee Titans fan, but it is by more than just the Tennessee Titans. We're definitely talking about some of the other action that happened all over the NFL, and so we're going to definitely get into that. And I want y'all to go ahead and help me share this show out to my faithful. Let's go ahead and share this show out to everybody. Go ahead and you can follow on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter X, and definitely let everybody know where they can come on in and join the conversation as we talk about week 3 in the NFL, and I give you my, the top 5 games of the week that I thought I was most impressed with, and then also I give you my Fab Five ballers who definitely looked really good this week in the NFL. So we're definitely gonna go into that. I hope everybody is having a good night, and go ahead and share this show out for me, and so that more people will come on in. And then also definitely make sure you follow and you can download on Spotify, on iHeartRadio, Google Play, Google Podcast, and Apple Podcast as well. Make sure all of you go ahead and smash that like button, and then go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. And definitely come on in and join the conversation as we talk all things NFL, because there were definitely some teams that shocked us, surprised us, and did some crazy things. And then there were some other teams that, I mean, did not expect to see what actually happened actually transpire. So hopefully everybody come on in and join the conversation and everything. So the NFL, man, you know, if you're a supporter of this channel, I definitely just did a TNT post game show talking about the abysmal Tennessee Titans loss to the Cleveland Browns um, on yesterday, but that was only one of some of the many interesting games that did happen yesterday, and we're definitely going to go into that. And so, I just took a minute to kind of get everything together for this show as well. And so now we're going to be talking about the rest of the games that definitely happened too. And we're definitely going to get started with the top 5 games from the week. I'm just sharing the show out. Make sure y'all do the same thing as well. Let everybody know where they can come on in and join the conversation, and definitely talking about what happened around the rest of the NFL. So that's what we're going to do, and that's what we're going to get into right now. So let's go into the top 5 games, um, the top 5 games from this week that I thought was just really, really impressive and everything. And I'm just continuing to share the show out to some of the groups that I'm in and things like that too. So that way others can join in as well. But my number 5 game, and let me get the scores crossed here. So we also got all the scores down here, and there was some news also in the NFL as well that I forgot to mention. Of course, Chargers wide receiver Mike Williams tore his ACL in the victory over the Minnesota Vikings on yesterday, so he will be out for the remainder of the season. That's a pretty big loss for the Chargers, as they do have a lot of very nice weapons, and but losing a guy like a Mike Williams definitely hurts. It really, really does hurt them, and things like that. So wish him well on a speedy recovery, and hope he'll be able to come back next year. Of course, same thing with Nick Chubb as well. He hopefully will come back. I know Derek Carr is with an eighth brain, and we're not sure how long he will be out at the moment. And so that's just some news around the NFL that I did see as far as injury updates. Right now, the 2 Monday night games are going on. I believe it's Bengals 3. I believe it's Rams 7, Bengals 3. I want to say right now. I'm gonna confirm that in just a little bit. As far as what's going on um, around the rest of the league, as far as 2 Monday night games, I know. Let's see. I'm just trying to get a pull up of the scores right now. Yeah, Phillies up on Tampa Bay 13-3 at the half, and I believe um it is Rams 3, Bengals nothing, or it might be 3-all right now. So that was the last time I checked the scores at the immediate moment. But there were a lot of interesting games that we're going to get into, that we're going to talk about. And let's start with our top 5 games from this week that I thought were good. If there are some ones that you think should have been on the list, definitely add it in the comments section. Games that you thought should be in the top 5 games from the week. But number 5, I got to talk about them Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys fall in the desert to the Arizona Cardinals 28-16. And they're already without Trayvon Diggs for the remainder of the year due to injury. And I mean, it just seemed like, the Cowboys were not prepared for this game. It seemed like they underestimated Arizona. They were not up for the game. They played down to their opponent, and Cowboy got their tails kicked. Titan Anderson in the building. What's up with you? And I see Titan South said make things work. Colts are in first place. So y'all make sure you share this out to your other fellow football fans who are fans of other teams. I'm trying to grow the channel to where other teams are represented as well, not just the Titans. But of course, TNT tonight, of course, I'm going to talk about the Titans. I mean, that's never going to change. but I am trying to expand and talk about other teams as well. And so XD Gamer is not gonna not like one of my ballers either. But we're definitely gonna go into that. Um, but man, the Cowboys just did not look good. I gotta give a shout out to Josh Dobbs. I mean, Dobbs is doing pretty well until Kyler Murray gets back, and doing a pretty decent job. And James Conner, I gotta give thanks to him. He's helping me win my fantasy game tonight. He gave me quite a few points. So shout out to James Conner. I appreciate the points in my fantasy for my fantasy team. I really do appreciate that. But I also got to give a shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. Right now they're up 13-3, and their defense is giving me fantasy points as well. So shout out to everybody. Looks like I might be heading towards 2-1 in my fantasy team. So that would be number 5. The Cowboys just did not look good. Number 4, the Steelers shine on the bright lights, under the bright lights of Vegas and Sunday Night Football. And Kenny Pickett is getting better and better. And, I got to give a shout out to Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin, 17th year, has yet to have a losing season in 17 years. And, he is definitely a class of a head coach, should be a Hall of Fame head coach at some point. And congratulations to them. TJ Watt is an absolute terror on the inside. Definitely one of the league leaders in sacks. And he is, terrorizing offensive lines all over the place. Kind of like what Myles Garrett did to the Tennessee Titans as well. So, shout out to TJ Watt. Shout out to Calvin Austin III, former Memphis Tiger, who should have been a Titan, and everything. But congratulations to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And right now, Josh McDaniels is in trouble. I think Josh McDaniels might get fired before this season is over. He is not a very good coach. And after this, he will probably never, ever get another opportunity to be a head coach ever again. Because you failed not once, but so far twice. In Denver and now in Vegas. So, yeah. Terrible, I will say, when it comes to that with the Raiders. Even though, despite Devontae Adams having 13 catches in the game, but Jimmy G threw 3 picks in that game. Not a very good look for the Raiders, who are not looking too hot right now. I believe they are 1-2 right now. Yeah, they're 1-2, and Pittsburgh up to 2-1. And of course, when I talked about the Cowboys, they're 2-1, and Arizona got their first win of the season. Number 3. Gotta give it to Jordan Love. Finding a way to make a comeback. I believe they were down, I want to say they were down 17-0 at one point in this game. Yeah, they were down 17-0. Looked like the game was over. And the Packers make a great comeback, coming back from 17 down behind Jordan Love. And found a way to get a win. They found a way to get the job done. And that is major. A big victory for Green Bay, and that is Jordan Love's first victory at Lambeau. So shout out to Green Bay. Shout out to Jordan Love coming back from behind, winning 18-17 over the New Orleans Saints, where it looked like New Orleans had complete control of that game, but 18 fourth quarter points. So, got to give it to Jordan Love, for his first victory in Lambeau. I mean, yeah, I'm with the XD. I mean, I don't know if he's going to be a great quarterback yet, but he's 2-1. So, nice start. We're definitely going to see if he can keep this up going forward. But I see some trash talking going on. Tight South says, if we don't beat the Bengals, I'm going to be ticked off. Go back and watch my post game I just put out and get my feelings about the last game before we go into that. Number 2. And I know one of my homegirls is going to hate this. But the Commanders, they came on back down to earth. And I'm sorry about that. But, but it happened. But it happened. The Bills dominated in DC, 37-3. The Commanders, I think they can be a good football team. Sam Howell, looked like he might be a little bit better than I anticipated, but they ran into a buzzsaw in Buffalo. Buffalo is a really, really good team. And the defense put on a show. 3 interceptions, picked off Sam Howell 3 times, and Josh Allen got to Stephon Diggs, got a big pass to Gabriel Davis on a deep crosser. I mean, got to give a shout out to the Bills Mafia, and big time win by the Buffalo Bills. They go to 2-1 on the year, and the Commanders get their first loss of the year. But we'll definitely see. I mean, the NFC East is going to be very, very interesting with Dallas falling earlier, which I did talk about that. And, of course, Philly playing right now. And, the Giants, definitely falling down, losing to San Francisco. So, up for grabs. Now, and then there's number 1. We got to talk about this, and I think this is the one everybody mentioned. 70-20 is absolutely tragic. And it was for the Denver Broncos. The Dolphins dropped 70. 70. Yeah, you heard me right. The Dolphins dropped 70. And not only that, let's go a little bit further into the numbers. Let's go a little bit further into the numbers of this absolute shellacking that the Dolphins put on. The Miami Dolphins gained a total of 726 yards on offense. 726 yards of total offense. For an example, my Tennessee Titans, the Miami Dolphins had more yards of offense in this game than the Tennessee Titans had all season. Let me say that one more time. The Miami Dolphins, 726 yards of total offense is more than what at least 5 other teams have all together in 3 games. The Titans are at 720, 721. Philly right now is 681. That number is going to go up. And Tampa Bay's probably is 2. But they had 726 yards of total offense. That is incredible. Tua threw for over 300 yards. Devin Achane rushed for 203 yards, 2 touchdowns, and also had 2 receiving touchdowns. That was crazy. That's why I said on there is no typo. That is no typo. 70 points. And the Miami Dolphins only became the 3rd team in NFL history to score at least 70 points in a game. The last time a team scored 70 points in a regular season game was back in 1966. So we're talking almost 55 years, almost 60 years since a team scored 70 in a game, and Miami did it yesterday. And if they had gotten 3 more points, they would have broke the record. They would have broken the record, which would be 73. Impressive. It made you think, did the Broncos even try? So that was my number 1 game. I was just impressed. Very, very impressed. But what were some of y'all top games over the weekend? Let me know in the comments section down below. But of course, y'all know I got my fave 5 with my ballers. I got my fave 5. My top 5 ballers. Goku said, the way this is looking, we're looking at a top 5 pick. Marvin Harrison or Caleb Williams. If we trade off, maybe we can get a couple of top picks. We need to rebuild. But I'm not ready to give up on the season just yet. But I'm just very disappointed. But my top 5 ballers, I'm going to start in Miami. The dynamic duo. Tyreek Hill, 9 catches, 157, and a TD. Devon Achane from Texas A&M had 18 carries, 203 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground, and also had 4 catches, 2 touchdowns receiving. A butt whooping by the Miami Dolphins. Was embarrassing for the Denver Broncos. Number 2, the Browns bully, Myles Garrett. Got to talk about him. He's my second baller. Because as I said on my post game, the Browns kicked my Titans' ass. And it wasn't even close. And I'm looking at the Monday night game with the Buccaneers. You know, I saw on some radio shows, and I know I'm going off subject, the Titans game was so bad that a lot of local media wanted to talk about Taylor Swift. Wanted to talk about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. And Taylor Swift being at the Kansas City game cheering on Travis Kelce. Your team has got to suck pretty bad right now if local media on radio will talk a little bit more about Taylor Swift than your damn football team. And that's sad. That's sad. But Myles Garrett was a man possessed, showing he's one of the best pass rushers in the league. So he's at number 4. Number 3, I go back to Friday. The movie Friday. And Chris Tucker be like, hey, Debo coming. And I'm going to try to see if I can pull up that clip. It'd be like, Debo coming. Who? Debo. Hide the shit. So here it is. So I'm trying to find that scene. Yeah, so I think, okay, I remember now. I was trying to find the scene. Here you go. That's what it is in Friday. You're like, hey, Debo coming. He come Debo. Who? Debo. He coming. So it's like, you're like, Debo, run. And so that's what happened. Debo took care of business on Thursday night, helping San Francisco beat the New York Giants 30-20, 30-12. Right now, I mean, Debo is that tough dude. That's why he got that money from San Francisco. And right now, I'm looking at 20-3 Philly up on Tampa Bay as Baker Mayfield tried to go long for Mike Evans, and it was an incomplete pass. And rain is starting to come on down in Tampa, as also the Rams up 6-3 on the Bengals right now early on as well. So definitely Debo took over the game. 6 catches, 120 yards to the deep TD. That's a bad dude. It's a bad dude. Number 4, lightning strikes. After losing last week to the Titans, Justin Herbert, 40 of 47, 405 yards, and 3 TDs in a victory over the Minnesota Vikings. And he also got help from Keenan Allen, who had 18 catches for 215 in that game. And Keenan Allen threw a touchdown pass as well. Chargers get their first win of the year, and Tampa and Minnesota is now 0-3. Trouble brewing in Skull Country. The Vikings need to go on a raid, but the raid looks like it's being stopped right now. But my last baller, and XD Gamer's going to hate this, C.J. Stroud. 20 of 30, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns, gets his first NFL win of his career, and it was at the expense of the Jacksonville Jaguars. 37-13. Of course, anytime the Jags lose, it's a beautiful thing. XD Gamer says, I love Myles Garrett now. Well, I like CJ Stroud. And I'm mad at the Texans because if it wasn't for them and really Mike Vrabel, again, if he had not shouted his mouth off, we probably could have traded up and could have got CJ Stroud and we could have had a quarterback. But CJ Stroud gets his first win and did it in pretty good fashion. And it helped that he had a guy by the name of Nathaniel Tank Dell, who had 5 catches for 145 and 2 scores. That dude got some speed, too. So, congratulations to CJ Stroud on that first victory. Lou Man says, Bob Baller, Jared Goff, and Josh Dobbs. Hey, Dobbs getting his first victory in Arizona and beating the Cowboys at that. Jared Goff, yeah, they got the job done against Atlanta. So I mean that's very interesting. Anytime the Jags lose, it's a good day. Yeah, I probably would somewhat agree with that. Kind of had to jerk at XD Gamer just a little bit. But those are my Fab Five as far as ballers are concerned. Right now, again, Tampa Bay and Philly going at it right now. Right now it is 20-3 Philly. And then, of course, on the other side, Rams up 6-3 on the Bengals. Of course, the Bengals we play this coming Sunday. And, of course, on Wednesday, we're going to definitely get into talking about the Bengals. Joe Burrow is active for tonight's game. So I'm going to assume he's probably going to go on Sunday against us. XD Gamer says, how could you? I had to have some fun with you. I had to have a little fun with you. But I mean, hey, CJ Stroud, not bad. He could be on his way. We'll definitely have to see how the season go. But I mean, you know, CJ Stroud could be a guy that could be coming very soon. Yeah, but we lost and got blown out too. True. We got our asses kicked too. So, again, y'all, give me who y'all think were your top ballers around the league going on and everything like that. I'm going to go ahead and get up off of here and enjoy the game enjoy this Eagles Tampa Bay game and see what's going on. Maybe see if I can catch some of this LA Bengals game and kind of get ready for that. And, of course, Jalen Hurts just got a first down on a quarterback sneak on fourth down there in the middle of the third quarter. It looks like the rain is really coming down. Eagles up 20-3 right now. And so, and of course, this Sunday, them pesky Jaguars are in London to face the Atlanta Falcons. So they're going to be in London for 2 weeks. So we're definitely going to get into that. And so, everybody, I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure, y'all share this show out to your NFL friends. And I thank y'all for tuning into the show. And y'all have a very good rest of your night. And we will definitely talk next week and on Wednesday as well, TNT tonight. I'll talk to y'all soon.